Threw him like he was doing to Sean Jackson. All right, y'all. 6 o'clock. It's a fact. It's a fact. Matthew Stafford kept overthrowing that man. All right, so look, y'all. So you know the drill. Every Thursday. So look, right now we're doing Thursday, but sooner or later I'm gonna switch back to Wednesday. But right now we gotta do Thursday at 6. So I'm gonna go back to Wednesday at 7 in the future. But right now, for those who don't know, every Monday through Thursday there's an episode put out. NBA episode and an NFL episode. When I say episode, we have a sports show. It's on YouTube. It's called Refuse to Lose. If you haven't seen it or heard of it, the link is in my bio. Make sure you click on the link and watch a couple of episodes. Watch a video. If you like what you see and hear, go ahead and like the video and subscribe to the YouTube channel and share that thing to other people that might be interested. Every Thursday at 6 p.m. For right now, like I said, in the future, go to Wednesday. There's a live debate we do. Normally, I'll try to switch up between NBA and NFL, but since the NBA season is more lengthy than the NFL, we're going to do a lot more NFL topics while NFL is hot right now. And once the NFL season is completely over, I guess we'll just move to completely all NBA. So, then today's topic is, who are the top 3 teams in the NFL. So if you join the live and you want to join the conversation, just make sure you keep it clean. No profanity, please. No profanity. No racist comments. But at the same time, be yourself. So if you can be yourself without those 2 things, that's awesome. All right. So first one. All right. Smile already requested. Let's get it. See what's going on. All right. Crazy job. What's up, Charlie?
What's going on, Joe?
I see you got your jersey on.
Of course, it's Thursday night,
All right, cool. So look, let's get right to it. Who are your top 3 teams in the NFL right now?
Ooh, I mean, it kind of changed over the last 24 hours. So, of course, now with the addition of OBJ, I'm gonna have to go with the Rams at number 1.
Woo.
Definitely had to put the Rams at number 1 now. The Cardinals, they definitely got somebody in that division. Well, I mean, the Rams always been a threat in that division for real. But of course, the Rams. Number 2, I mean, of course, I have to go with the Cardinals. They hot. Even without Kyler Murray, they still hot. They handle business with Colt McCoy on Sunday. I gotta give it to him. Last but not least, climbing into that number 3 spot, I'm gonna have to go with Tampa. Tampa Tom. He coming off fresh off a bye week. We all know. I mean, let's be real with ourselves. We all know that he's looking for a W this weekend. So, as of right now, those are my top 3 teams. The Packers would have the Packers. They could still be in conversation. You got the Ravens, the Titans. They all could still be in that situation, but as of right now, they still got tough schedules ahead of them, and they gotta win those tough games, especially to prove to me that they can be top 3 teams in the NFL.
Yeah. All right, cool. So look, yeah, my bad. Like I have my phone on airplane mode, and somebody still was able to call me. I don't get it. All right. So look, my top 3. Now look, the Rams. I get you. But let me wait and see. You know what I mean? Now, I do think it's gonna. I know it's gonna fit. It's gonna fit whatever. But let me see it happen first. You know what I mean? So I'm not gonna put the Rams in my top 3 right now. And if they would have won last week, then I would have had my top 3. But they lost.
Right.
Too. So look, at number 1, I got the Cardinals. I think the Cardinals are the best team in football. All right, even with the addition of OBJ, I think the Cardinals are the best team in football. The Cardinals, I mean, they have a great offense. They're the only team in the NFL that have a great offense and a great defense. And believe it now, how good their offense is, their defense has been more consistent. So I'm picking the Cardinals number 1. Number 2, I got Green Bay. I'm gonna put the Packers at number 2. Put the Packers at number 2, because I mean they're on the winning streak. They haven't lost the first game of the week, and they went into Arizona undermanned, beat Arizona. Even though I still think Arizona's a better team, Green Bay came in there with a better game plan, and they executed that win, being undermanned. They beat some good teams. They beat the Bengals too. They beat your stuff. All right, so yeah, so I mean, Green Bay number 2, and number 3, Tampa. I'm gonna go with you with Tampa. All right, I got Tampa number 3, Tom Brady now. So
Of course, you got those on.
I'm looking at all the teams. I mean, some people might say the Titans. You know what I mean? But going forward, I think they hit the Rams off guard. That was the first time teams were able to see the Titans without Henry.
Yeah.
So I think they hit the Rams off guard. So
But
so you
see,
got it.
but even with Tennessee, even with their coach is like it's like one of Bill Belichick's sons. You know what I'm saying? So it's like with Mike Vrabel, he's prepared to play a game or play a couple games without his starting player, or if he got a versatile couple players like how we've been seeing Cordell Patterson. You know what I'm saying? Like he'll line up in the
Yeah.
backfield and he'll do a phenomenal job back there. So in situational football, of course, you would have to go with the next man up, but with Mike Vrabel, I think he's been prepared for that. So I mean, they are strong to be in that conversation. I'm not really counting them out, but as far as the top 3, I mean, they won't make the cut. I wanted to ask you, even with the Aaron Rodgers situation in Green Bay, you still would put Green Bay in your top 3?
Yeah, that's off the field stuff. You know what I mean? Because he's
But
gonna
but
come
even,
back.
but
He's
even
gonna
with
do
the
what he
off the
wants.
field stuff, with the COVID situation, you know what I'm saying? Like nowadays, you see what happened with Cam. You know what I'm saying? Like
Mm-hmm.
Cam, wasn't vaccinated. He was talking about not getting vaccinated. Even though Bill Belichick say, I didn't release Cam due to,
I got you.
vaccination. I mean, we all know you kind of had it kind of played a small part or a medium part in that releasing. But even
Mm-hmm.
with that, after him being released, he didn't get signed until he got vaccinated. Like
Yeah, I got you.
nobody
Now,
would nobody would take a chance until he got vaccinated, until they knew physically he was vaccinated and that they can trust him in that building. Now with Aaron
mm-hmm.
Rodgers, of course, they're gonna give him all this type of glory because he's a MVP quarterback, Super Bowl winning quarterback, such and such, such and such. But me personally, without him physically being able to play, I don't really think the Packers. I don't really think the Packers could really be a top 3 team. Look how they played last week with Jordan Love. Now, granted, with Aaron Rodgers on the field, of course, hands down, it's lights out. You know what I'm saying? But right now, he's not. He's not. We don't know if he's going to play on Sunday. Nobody knows. So if Jordan Love starts again, I mean that could be another loss.
But here's the thing, though. He's gonna play. Just because he's not vaccinated don't mean he can't play. Because you got people like Carson Wentz, Kirk Cousins. They're not vaccinated, but they're still playing. And the team knew he wasn't
Right.
vaccinated, so it's not like the team. So something happened that the team didn't know about. So and now it might mess up locker room issues, all that stuff, blah blah. But that's something. That's all. Those are all assumptions. Now let it happen first, and if it hurt their performance, then I could take them off my ranking. But it hasn't got to that point yet. And I think he is playing Sunday. So, but yeah, those my yeah, those my top 5. I'm not gonna put the Rams in it right now because they just took a bad loss to the Titans and recently, and the games. Here's the thing about the Rams: the 2 games they lost, they were in full strength. Think about it.
Yeah.
They were full strength. They have all their key players in both games they lost. When they lost to the Buccaneers, they had all they not Buccaneers, the Cardinals, they had all their key players. When they lost to the Titans, they had all their key players. And the
Right.
Titans were undermanned of their key players. You see what I'm saying? So, and then when I look at teams like the Bucks, they're not full strength right now.
Right.
Like when they lost to the Saints, they didn't have Antonio Brown or Gronk. When they
Yeah,
lost
yeah.
to the Rams, they didn't have Gronk or Antonio Brown either. Like,
Right.
so I can't put the Rams in there. But yeah, so I'm gonna leave them out right now.
So, and then I mean, even I don't want to really get off topic. I know you gotta get other guys on, but before I get off and before I go, with the addition of Odell Beckham, do you see the Rams taking the number one seed in the AFC?
Number one seed. I mean, I don't know. I can't guarantee. I mean, I got them winning the Super Bowl. I picked the Rams to win before the season started. You know what I mean? So I thought without OBJ they was gonna win. So no, I don't think they could win the number one seed. I think the Cardinals will win that. I think the Cardinals still have a better team, even with OBJ. The Cardinals are deep. They're deep on the offensive end and they're deep on the defensive end. Now I know both of their running backs got hurt. I gotta check on the status of both of their running backs. But they got two legit running backs. Now I'm not saying they like superstars, but they got two running backs that are starters for real. They got two legit receivers. People can talk about AJ Green all they want. He's been playing good for them this year. You know, and they just signed the Eagles' old tight end because they tight end just got hurt for the year. I mean, the offense, they good. They're on defense. They are. I think they are. It's crazy. They are better on the defensive end of me than they are offensively, and their offense is really good. So they have a good team. They have a great team. So
let's not forget that last year they were 6-1 and they finished the season 8-8.
But they won. They won 6-1. Well, they went 6-1, and then they just won last week. You know what I mean? So they ain't gonna repeat that this year. They're not gonna repeat that. You know, when they lost to Aaron Rodgers, it was because it was a great game plan they had. It was a great. They executed the game plan perfectly. That's all that was about. You know, and Green Bay defense stepped up, which is underrated. Green Bay's defense has been carrying them really. Aaron Rodgers has been playing all the defense.
Of course.
So they don't get talked about a lot, but yeah. But let me get Smiles on here, y'all there.
Appreciate you for having me.
No, hey, definitely appreciate you for requesting and coming on first. That's 2 weeks in a row. Appreciate that.
Anytime.
All right. All right, cool. So he got the Rams number one. I get why I get the Odell stuff, you know, Von Miller. But not yet. Let me see how things play out first. The Cardinals are still the best team in the NFL. All right, so those who went on in the beginning, listen, every Monday to Thursday, there's an episode of NBA and NFL basketball. NFL football, NBA basketball. The episode out every Monday to Thursday. If you haven't heard of the show, check my bio and my Instagram, Facebook, whatever, and then click on the link. Check out a couple of videos or one or two, whatever. If you like what you hear or see, go ahead and subscribe and share with somebody you know. It will definitely help. And if you come on a live, we do a live every Thursday at 6 p.m. and a weekend special. By the way, the weekend special this week is with my man Dino Blaze and Rondo. We got Dino and Rondo. All right, myself, Dino and Rondo. So that's being recorded tonight, getting put out tomorrow. So also, if you come on this live, make sure you keep it clean, no profanity. Also, no racist comments. And if you can't be yourself without those two things, don't come on. All right? But if you could, you can muster up the strength and not cuss and not be racist. Come on live. All right? And last but not least, the topic is top 3 NFL. So when you come on here, you should know the topic. All right? So let's see. Let's get my on here. All right, let's see. Every week he says, yeah, we're going to pick the same people. Let's see what he's talking about.
Joe.
What's up?
What's up?
I'm curious.
Man.
Do we have the same people?
Nah, we don't.
Okay, good. Finally. I'm ready to debate. Let's go.
All right. Number 1 is Arizona.
I
don't know how you rank number 1, crazy. Number 2, Arizona.
Huh?
Number 3, Arizona. All other things don't matter. All the other things don't matter at all.
At least you know that Arizona's the best team in the NFL.
I said that a long time ago. Nobody believed me.
Yeah. You did say that on the first weekend special. He said that
There's
when
nobody
everybody was saying the Chiefs.
they crazy.
So, like, who's number 2 and 3?
That's hard. Let's see. Number 2, I'll go with Rams.
You with the Rams? Okay.
Yeah. Number 3, I go with Tampa Bay, of course. Because
Tampa
Tampa Bay,
Bay.
they got like the number 1 scoring offense. Without the running game, they still got the number 1 scoring offense. So
What about Green Bay?
Green Bay, it was hard I was going to put Green Bay at 3, but then I was like, nah, Tampa Bay got to be 3.
See.
Then I had to put Rams at 2 because Rams they added, even without Odell Beckham, they added Von Miller a week ago.
Yeah, but we haven't seen nothing yet. That's all of us all for assumptions
They
right now.
still got the best cornerback in the league. So
Okay, is he okay? They got the best cornerback in the league, but is their defense showing us that they got the best cornerback and defensive lineman in the league? Is their defense showing that to us right now? No, I get it. They're number 1 in sacks, but outside of that, they look terrible on defense, bro.
to me, they still a better team than Green Bay because Green Bay looked terrible without Aaron Rodgers. They looked horrible.
That's their quarterback.
But they look horrible. And I judge them off last game.
What you expect?
You gotta judge them off last game.
Okay.
If they were a good enough team,
okay.
they would at least did something.
Oh, okay. Who looked worse, them or the Rams?
Them.
Nah, the Rams look terrible on both sides of the ball.
They look horrible
Against a Tennessee Titans team without their best player.
They look horrible.
Nah, the Rams. Nah, because everybody.
The Rams got surprised because the Rams figured they ain't got Derrick Henry, so we ain't worried about them.
Okay, so the Rams get excused, but the Green Bay Packers went in there without their quarterback.
Nope.
They went in without their quarterback. So
they look horrible though.
Yeah. See now, look, I get it. On paper, you know what I mean. The Rams look good. The Rams look great.
Everything look great.
Huh?
Record-wise and everything look great.
But so does Green Bay, record-wise.
Man, I'm off last game. I don't care. That last game was
okay. And think about it. Outside of the Bucks, who did the Rams beat?
True. It's true.
They ain't beat nobody outside of the Bucks.
Yeah, they got spanked by Arizona.
And the Bucks didn't have Antonio Brown or Gronkowski.
True. Still not gonna change my mind. I wanted to when you were talking about like, nah, I'm not changing my mind. I don't care.
So look, the Rams, like I told Charlie, the Rams, both times they lost, they were at full strength.
Yeah.
They weren't undermanned. They wasn't injured. Green Bay lost the first game of the season. I give you that. And they lost without their quarterback. So in Tampa Bay, who you got the Rams ahead of, both times they lost, they didn't have Gronk or Antonio Brown. So I'm going to give them the benefit of the doubt. You feel me? So they both have equal losses, but the Rams' losses weighs way more than the Buccaneers and the Packers loss to me.
Nah, that Packers loss was horrible.
But their defense held. It was 14-10. The Titans. Who was the score in the Titans and Rams game? What was the score in the Titans and Rams game? What was the score?
I think they lost by what, 8 points, something like that.
Nah, it wasn't no 8 points.
8 or 10 points. It wasn't that bad. It was like 8 or 10.
Okay, hold on. Let me see. Okay, I know I had. Okay, they lost 28-16. All right, and they were losing worse than that at halftime.
Well, okay. They got killed in the second quarter. That's what killed them. Second quarter, 21 points. That killed them right there. Second quarter.
The Titans without their best player.
Yeah.
So, but
I want to, but I'm not going to.
So yeah, I got.
I was hoping you would say Cowboys.
No, I wasn't put the Cowboys.
Because you said Cowboys, I was like, nah, because the best thing they got is the turnovers. But guess what? Tampa Bay is beating them in that. So that's the best they got.
No, I wasn't gonna pick the Cowboys. I wasn't gonna pick the Cowboys.
I was praying you would.
No. So all right, so I'm glad we disagree, and I think I won this debate too.
The last game,
yeah, because the Rams not top nine. No.
And then Rams got better because Rams added Odell Beckham and they got Von Miller. Von Miller got to play with them a little bit now.
I got you. If we base things on paper, the Rams are good. But look, take out Odell, take out Von Miller. On paper, they are great. I mean, they got two of the best defensive players in the league on the same team, but they don't show it on the stats. They don't show it.
They're going to next game.
I hope so. You know,
that's
my Super Bowl pick. But they're
not going to Super Bowl though. It's going to
Nah, Arizona's gonna lose. They're gonna lose in the playoffs. They're gonna lose.
Arizona.
And The Rams are gonna beat out the Bucks on the way to the Super Bowl, and they're gonna beat Arizona in the NFC Championship. So that's how I look at it. But
It's gonna be Arizona versus Kansas City.
Kansas City, hey, watch out. Okay, watch out for Kansas City.
Nah.
I wish they would have got OBJ, but it is what it is.
I knew that wasn't gonna happen.
Yeah. So, but OBJ smart. He went to a team.
I wanted him to go to Carolina after they picked up Cam, but he didn't.
Cam, name one good receiver came from Cam.
Yeah, one, but he got hurt. I remember that big dude. What was his name?
Who?
That dude that got hurt back in the day when they went to Super Bowl. What's that dude's name?
Went to the Super Bowl.
Went to the Super Bowl.
Their best receiver was
No, I'm not talking about other dude. There was a big dude they had. He just disappeared out of nowhere.
I don't remember. Well, I know their receiver then was that speeder. I forgot his name, but he be dropping endless passes.
Yeah, Calvin Benjamin. That's his name.
No, oh, you trying to call Benjamin? Okay.
Yeah.
He did hurt. But they had somebody else. I got his name. He a deep threat though, but he kept dropping. He was a power returner too. I got his name. But yeah. So yeah. We OBJ smart. Like I said, he's smart. He went to a team to get more. Everybody's watching the Rams, number one.
Yeah.
So he's gonna get more looks. Tag in. There you go, Javon. Tag in. So he's gonna get more looks, and then he get his ring. Huh?
Javon know too much.
Yeah, Javon be prepared. I already know Javon ready for that. But yeah, so all right, cool. We disagree. You got the Rams, which is wrong.
That's right.
It's all good though.
All
right, let me get smells on here.
All right.
And I got you. I know you know how to do this stuff. All right. The Rams not top 3 right now, y'all. If you want to base on assumptions, all that stuff, but right now they not top 3. All right. So those who were on earlier, episode comes every Monday through Thursday. NBA, NFL episode. If you don't know what I'm talking about, click on the link in the bio. We have a sports show called Refuse to Lose. And watch the video. If you like it, like what you see, like what you hear, go ahead and like that actual video. Share it with somebody and hit that subscribe button, man, because that's the goal to get 1,000. We've been doing it for 3 months. The goal is to get 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours. Right now, we're at 100 and I think around 80 watch hours and like 75 subscribers. So that help will be great. We go live every Thursday at 6 p.m. We're gonna switch it to Wednesday in the near future, back to 7 on Wednesday, and also Jacoby Brissett is starting. Who cares about the Dolphins? Sorry, J-Mo. But also every weekend we do a weekend special. It gets recorded on Thursday and gets put out on Friday night. So this tonight I'm recording with Dino and Ronald. So that's gonna be an epic one. So make sure y'all listening to that tomorrow night. And yeah, if you come on this debate, make sure you use no profanity. Make sure you keep it clean and no racist comments. If you cannot be yourself without being racist and not being clean, don't come on. If you can muster up the strength to keep it clean and not be a racist, come on the thing. All right? And know the topic. The topic is who are the top 3 teams in the NFL? All right, so let's get it. Next person. What's up, Mark?
What's good?
How you doing?
Top 3, right?
Top 3.
Yeah. Let me see. Well, my pick's a little different than everybody's then. Because, Arizona, Tampa Bay, and Tennessee.
Okay. So somebody throwing Tennessee. So,
yeah, because Tennessee, they defense, like that, they without Derrick Henry, they can still win the game.
Mm-hmm.
Like, they have a good team on top of that. They just had fast sacks they just beat the Rams. So, they just had fast sacks against the Rams. Their
defense, man, I don't know how they did that. Their defense is terrible, bro.
They beat the Colts. They beat the Chiefs. Like, they're beating the teams that everyone considered the best teams in the league. Or
the Bills.
Top contenders. The Titans is.
And the Bills, too.
And they beat the Bills. So, that's That's the AFC right there. So I mean, that's a. I mean, yeah, the Cardinals number one. They do got the best team in football. Well, I think Tampa Bay number one. Tampa Bay's still number one. Like they can't be stopped. I mean, even if you got good D, you can't beat the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. So I'm gonna go Tampa at 1, Cardinals 2, and number 3 I'm gonna go Tennessee.
You got Tampa at 1?
Yeah, Tom Brady is still the Tampa Bay Buccaneers is still the defending champs. Like they just won the ship last year, and they don't look like they dropped a step. So I mean, the Cardinals can be better, but they still got to go through the Rams again. So it's
See, okay, so now that's a different topic. Because 2 years ago, the Ravens were better than the Titans, but the Titans beat them. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So just because you beat somebody in the playoffs, I mean you better. Because it's a one-game elimination situation.
I mean,
so I get it. If you want to pick Tom to beat the Cardinals in the playoffs, I'm all with it. All right, I'm with it. You know?
But it's the best team right now. Excuse me. But the best team right now.
It's the Cardinals. It's the Cardinals. It's not close.
It is close.
Because Tampa Bay don't have no defense. They got a good rushing attack on defense. But on the passing, they're still injured. And they are terrible on the back end. And then the Cardinals, first of all, the Cardinals have a great offense. And on top of that, they have a great defense. And believe it or not, their defense is better than their offense.
They got a great coach. They got a great offensive coach.
Yeah.
They got a great offensive coach.
He's very smart.
Coach. Yeah, very
smart. He knows how to utilize his team offensively.
You know how to give it
to the best of their ability. But their defense is legit. Like people don't talk about their defense. They have a legit defense. Like in every area, they got a good lineman. They got a good linebacker. They have good defensive backs. They have a good team. If you look at all their games, I don't think they ever been in the shootout. Because
Arizona?
Yeah. They never been in the shootout because people can't score on them. Think about it. They never been in the shootout. Now, I think the most points that was scored on them were the Vikings, and that was week 2. And the Vikings had like 27. But other than that, people don't score on the Cardinals for real. Look at all their games. When they played the Titans, your team, right? At full strength. They beat the Braves on the Titans. Even though the first game of the season. When they played the 49ers, they barely scored. They played the Rams, they barely scored. When they played the Packers won, but it was what was it, 21-24. 21-24, you know what I mean? And the Packers had a scratchy call for those 21 points, but they were undermanned though. So their defense.
They had trouble against the 49ers too, 17-10.
Yeah, I'm saying. Yeah. That's what I'm
saying. All the other games have been blowouts. Though they've been 35 plus in all they.
But look at the points they allow though. You see what I'm saying? They're tight. They're a good defense. They are a good defense. So, and then I can't put listen. I respect the Titans being in there because the Titans they are the one team. First of all, they got the best record in the AFC, and nobody's
talking about them at all.
Nobody's talking about them. Everybody's literally like dismissing them right now. And I understand why. Because it's like, I don't get it. Like, even with Derrick Henry, I just didn't feel confident in Tennessee. You know what I mean? And now he's gone. My opinion, they caught the Rams off guard. That is my opinion. But their defense, their offense there in that second quarter. But their defense there played way better than what I expected. But somebody had brought it to my attention. I think it was Charlie. He said that Matthew Stafford is not good in primetime. Think about it.
I mean, he played on primetime a lot in Detroit. Like, a lot. Like, all Detroit, for some reason, they only play on Thanksgiving. And he played on primetime a lot.
But look at the 2 games he played primetime. I think it was 2 games he played. Seahawks, he didn't look too good in the first half. In the second half, he looked a little bit better, but he didn't look too good against the Seahawks. And that's when Russ got hurt. And against the Titans. So I think they got caught off guard. If they play the Titans again, it's going to be a wrap. You know what I mean? I think they're going to be
the Titans got a good defense. Like
no, they don't. They don't have a good defense. But that's why they surprised me yesterday. On Monday. That's what I'm saying. Their defense is bad. Like, They have a bad defense, but they made some moves on the off season. You know what I mean? They made some moves in the off season that I thought that would make a difference. Like Jack Rabbit, but he be getting fried. You know, like so. I don't know, but I'm not mad at you though, Mark, for picking the Titans, giving them some respect because nobody's doing that, and they had the best record in AFC, and they out of all
Yeah,
the
you
teams.
got 3 NFC teams, the best top 3 teams in the league is.
But look though, Mark, also to help your point, I think the Titans have beaten the most good teams. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Out of
they got
anybody in
that.
the NFL.
That's why I was saying the teams earlier, like who they beat. Like they beat these
They
are
beat some good
contenders,
teams.
like playoff contending teams. Like it can go to the
Mm-hmm.
ship. So this,
They beat some great teams. Yeah, you know they
so
beat
it's
the
like I
Rams.
mean,
Mm-hmm.
you can say what they want about the team, like the players on the team, but they playing some good ball. Like the coach and everything, they playing good ball. Like they.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, and then now they ain't got Derrick Henry, and we're gonna really see how the quarterback is. Like I know you talked about
Yeah,
that the day before, but like
yeah.
you really get to see how Tannehill, like put him on his back like he did with the Dolphins. So I
Mm-hmm.
mean,
Yeah.
I
Like he did with
don't
the
know. I
Dolphins.
think they'd be all right.
Mark, what has he done with the Dolphins?
The Dolphins sucked before Tannehill got there.
They still suck with Tannehill. They're
No, they
better.
didn't. They last
They
year with Tannehill, they had a winning record, and Tannehill had like 4,000 yards
they
pass.
last year with Tannehill. Okay,
The only year that he played, because remember Tannehill, he was like benched for another quarterback, and then the
okay.
other quarterback came.
I
Like he
thought
was.
I thought you said he threw 4,000 yards. I got to look that up, but I thought that he played better with the Titans. That's my opinion. You know, he looked better that year they went to the playoffs. So, and speaking of Dolphins, they keep getting these notifications about Jacoby Brissett and Tua. Who cares about them, man? But yeah. So okay, cool. But I respect the Titans being there. But you gotta put Green Bay. What about them?
Green Bay's no fool.
Okay. All right. Cool. All
They
right
just,
then.
I don't, the quarterback, like the COVID situation is weird. And I feel like it's going to be more penalties handed down towards the Packers because of the way they handled the situation. Other NFL teams are mad about how they even handled the situation. So
Yeah, terrible.
he might get suspended. They like, that could be 2 games he out. Like it's,
Nah, he got fined. They already did it.
so that was it. Like, cause
Yeah,
I
he got.
keep saying like everyone in the NFL is outraged. Like all the other NFL owners
Yeah,
are outraged by the way they handled the situation.
yeah, and they're all
So
mad about the results. You know what I mean? Like they first of all, the organization got fined 300,000. What is that? Like
that is a
to an
$5.
NFL team. So yeah, and he got fined like 14,000. Like, come on, man. Like,
And that don't even make sense because he
but
got
it's all
signed
good.
14,000 and CD Lamb. Well, not is it CD Lamb? Somebody
Yeah,
just got fined for
for
like
waving back.
yeah, like, what? Oh, man.
I think CD got fined more. If I'm not
Yeah,
mistaken,
he
I
got
gotta
fined
look at it.
like 20 to 50,000, something like that. Like it was
No,
ridiculous.
it wasn't like that. I
Like
think it was
20,000. It
yeah,
was like
but
$20,000.
and CD make way less money now. So, but yeah, it's all good. But let me get somebody else trying to request.
All right,
You see, but
it's been real.
I give you respect for your top three. I don't agree with it, but I respect your top three though.
Power rankings.
All right. All right, cool.
How you
I got
leave this
you.
shit?
I got you. My man did good all the time and threw a word in there right before he called off. So look, for those who haven't been on, every Monday through Thursday there is a video that comes out on one NBA, one NFL topic. For those who know what video I'm talking about, I have my own, we have our own show called Refuse to Lose. It's an NBA NFL sports show and talk about different topics. So the link is in my bio. Click on the link. If you like and hear what you see, what you like, what you see and hear, my phone is dying. If you like and see what you hear, make sure you like the video, share with somebody you know, and definitely subscribe, y'all. The goal is to get it to 1,000. We've been doing it for 3 months. The goal is to get it to 1,000 subscribers, 4,000 watch hours. Right now, we are at like 180 watch hours and 75 subscribers, so almost at 100. All right, so I would appreciate that. And every Thursday night, we do a live debate, as you see, like you're on right now, a live debate on either NFL or NBA topic. And every weekend we do a weekend special episode on the YouTube channel. And this weekend is gonna be with Rondo and Dino. So look forward to that with those fellas. It's gonna be epic. And if last but not least, if you want to come on this live and debate with me, make sure you keep it clean, no profanity, no racist comments, if you can't be yourself without being racist and not being clean, don't come on. If you can muster up the strength to not be a racist and not have profanity in your vocabulary, definitely come on and debate. All right. And the topic is who are the top 3 teams in the NFL. So when you come on, make sure you know the topic. All right, let's get it. Somebody else is requesting. Let's go. All right. Okay, I'm hitting accept. Why is it not letting me go through? All right. Oh, there we go. All right. 5, 4, 3, 2. Oh, this John tripping. It's saying he on, but am I tripping here? Do y'all see him? It's saying he on, but he's not on. I swear. He said Tannehill was beaten out, but his team sucked. Okay. It keeps saying you're unable to join. All right. What's good, David?
What's up, Joe?
How you doing? See that big watermelon behind you?
Yeah, man. You know I got it.
Your camera like what is it? Is your phone sliding?
Yeah.
Let's say the world. All right. Hey, look, you said it. I'm gonna post it later on. Cause you said it in the interview during while we was recording, right? I think you did.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
I did.
Yeah. So, cause you said I want to say the Rams. I'm gonna put that. I'm gonna post it on the reel behind trading it. You know.
Yeah, I be knowing the stuff, man. I be thinking about it. I be feel like I know what I'm talking about. No, I ain't Shannon Sharp, but I know a little song.
All right, cool. So look, who your top 3? Don't say the 49ers. I'm just playing.
Heck no. You know me. I'm biased, but I ain't stupid.
So what you got?
So top 3. Tennessee. I'll say Tennessee is definitely top 3. That's not in order either. So Tennessee. I'll still say Arizona. And I'm gonna say Tampa Bay. I know I haven't said Tampa Bay in a minute, but I mean they only got 1 loss. So
Okay.
Tampa Bay, they're still tops in the NFC.
They only got 2 losses.
2. That's right. They do got 2
Saints
losses.
and the Rams.
That's right. That's right.
So
but
explain to me. Explain your situation.
So I mean the Titans just proved that they are still good even without Derrick Henry. They still beat the Rams.
Mm-hmm.
So that was a big win for them. I'll say the reason why I say the Cardinals only lost 1 game and they won a game without Kyler Murray, even though it was against San Francisco. Colt McCoy still looked like he was our defense made Colt McCoy like he was a top 10 quarterback. So that's one thing. Speaking of us, we need to fire Kyle Shanahan ASAP. He needs to go. I think he just need to go. He need to go. Jimmy need to go. Defensive coordinator need to go. I think we just need to do a clean house.
I'll take Kyle Shanahan. Go ahead.
Hey, take him. I'll take Eric Bieniemy. I think he need to get an opportunity. It's a lot of people. It's a lot of teams. It's a lot of players saying that he need to get an opportunity. Players pretty much know coaches can coach. So if the players say he need to get an opportunity, I think we should take him.
You gonna regret that Kyle Shanahan statement next year. You gonna fall back a level next year.
If so,
you cool with it?
I'll be cool with it. But right now, I just think he need to go. I think that he's possibly trying to hide what Trey Lance can actually do just by letting Jimmy go ahead and play the rest of this year, and he's going to basically make it like how not saying that he's just as good as
Mahomes.
Andy Reid, but he's going to try to do what Andy Reid did with Patrick Mahomes. Patrick Mahomes only played one game, and people was like, okay, that's one game. But then he became the MVP that next year. Not saying that Trey Lance could be
Wow,
MVP.
right? Isn't that crazy?
Not
Trey
saying
Lance,
that.
I'm telling you, he has a plan for Trey Lance.
I that's what I'm kind of thinking as well. I think he's basically letting this year go just so he can explode the offense next year. And that's that to me that all depends on how we are going to surround him with some weapons next year. If we can do that, but it's going to be strictly through free agency. If we can do that.
So look, Dave, no need to be rude, but it's a top 3 conversation. I don't think the 49ers in that conversation.
I'm sorry. I just had to get my.
I had to say that. Go ahead.
I had to get my spill on my squad. But back to the top 10. But Arizona, I mean, their defense is just nasty, man. I'm sorry. I mean, it's only so much people can do against that team. And their offense is good. They got 2 good running backs that a lot of people don't talk about. James Conner is really good.
Even though they running back, even though Evans got hurt. So.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. He got hurt, and Conner came in and just balled out. So
Conner is legit.
But that also lets you know that head coach, he be knowing, hey, Matt knew what he was talking about, what he said about that head coach. That dude's smart. That dude's smart. He knows what he's talking about.
He played, coach last year, he did good. Kyler wasn't playing at his level. I remember, I will never forget, when they played the Cowboys, he was even though they blew the Cowboys out, he was underthrowing people, overthrowing them. I'm like, dude, he's on perfect big plays, and you're not executing them, Kyler. Mm-hmm. You know, so, but Kyler, he transitioned. I mean, the man, not transition, transform.
Exactly.
So, yeah. Okay, exactly.
And then for the Tampa Bay, I mean, it's Tom Brady. I really can't say too much about it until someone knocks this man out. I mean, you at least gotta put him in the top 4, I would say. The only other teams I would probably mix into that if I was to replace Tampa Bay is Baltimore, because they've been playing really good lately, even though it took them in overtime to win the last game. But Baltimore's played good. They beat some top teams. They beat Indianapolis.
Nobody mentioned Baltimore today. That's right.
Yeah, Baltimore's pretty good. I would have said the Bengals, but the Bengals just got blown out, so I'm not gonna put them up there.
And then the Ravens team is not good. I mean, I think it's just Lamar Jackson.
And that's what that's what makes it scary for me, because it's like if the team picks up from what Lamar's doing right now, they could be really dangerous in the playoffs.
No, I think they will. They will be dangerous in the playoffs.
But it's all dependent on what Lamar Jackson does. So
yeah, the Ravens don't get that number 1 seed probably. So
they just might. And with the way the AFC West is, Kansas City still got a chance to do something in that. You said that because the Raiders just won, but they haven't played that.
You said the Ravens or Raiders?
The Raiders. Didn't they just win?
They lost to the Giants. I picked that too.
That's right. They lost to the Giants.
Yeah.
Giants out of all teams.
Yeah. So look, the Titans, right? Like I told Mark, I respect y'all for putting some respect on the Titans' name, because ain't nobody talking about them. They're the number 1 seed in the AFC. Mm-hmm. Right now, they got the best record in the AFC, and nobody's mentioning their name. But for some reason, I just can't put them on top 3. I can't.
Why not? Who's your top 3?
My top 3 is number 1. First of all, the Cardinals are the best team in the NFL. All right, because they got a great offense and a great defense. They're the only team in the NFL that got great. They're great on both sides of the field. And believe it or not, their defense to me is better than the offense. So they've been way more consistent. Think about all their games, David. The team that scored the most points on them were the Vikings in the second game of the season. Other than that, people that scoring on them. Packers scored 24, I think, but 21, 24, but they had a scratch and claw for that. Mm-hmm. So the Cardinals defense is legit. All right. Number 2, Green Bay. I put Green Bay number 2. All right. Now I know everybody always talking about Aaron Rodgers, but that defense has been playing way better than that offense.
Man, that defense was nasty the last game. That
Now, like
that's
they defense is playing good,
that's scary.
So yeah, defense playing good, and they I know they lost last week to the Chiefs, but they've been undefeated since the first game of the season. They beat the Bengals when the Bengals were hot. You know what I mean? They beat the Bengals. They beat the Cardinals. They went out there and beat the Cardinals. They had a great game plan with them. So I mean, they have a legit quarterback, a legit receiver, and a legit running back. So
Mm-hmm.
I got Green Bay number 2, and my third team, Buccaneers, Tampa Bay. You know what I
So
mean?
we
Tampa
agree.
Bay.
We agreed on the
Agree
top
too.
3 there.
This is the Titans. You got the Titans. I'm
Oh
taking the
yeah,
Titans.
yeah.
I'm taking the Titans out and putting Green Bay in. That's basically what I'm doing.
Okay. So
But
it's just only one difference. One difference.
you said what?
I said that's only one team difference.
Yeah. So yeah. So Green Bay is really good. And on top, and then see the Titans on the other hand. All right. I'm not hating them. I don't hate the Titans, but I just for some reason I feel like they caught the Rams off guard. That was their first game playing without Derrick Henry, so the game
Mm-hmm.
plan was much different than what you normally do with the Titans. And the
Mm-hmm.
Titans exploded in the second quarter, and that was basically it. But their defense, they played way better than I expected because their defense is trash.
Yeah, they made the Rams offensive line look like
Yes, yes.
they put a lot of pressure on Matt Stafford, and they did it right through the middle because they know that was the weakness of that O line, and they attacked it very well. They had like 6 sacks in the first half.
Mhm. Yeah.
That
So
was
it was
ridiculous.
crazy. I think it was 5. It was 6.
It was one of the two. It was either 5 or
Yeah.
6, but they had that's the most what's his name Chandler Jones had in one. Chandler Jones had that one game, and they had the team that had it in the first half.
I'm telling you, they defense looked really good that day, but they look bad in other games. So that's that. And also, they ain't got Derrick Henry, man. And I don't think that going forward, now people got tape on this team without Derrick Henry. Going forward, they're not going to be. I think they're going to fall. That's my opinion. I think the Titans are going to fall because now they have the best record in the AFC. They get more expectations, and yeah. So I think they're gonna fall. I still think the Colts have a good chance to win this division. That's how much I think they're gonna fall. So, but their defense haven't been looking good though. Because I remember the last time I watched them prime time against the Bills, their defense looked bad. And they made a lot of moves this offseason. So, but okay, cool. The Titans, respect. I ain't mad at this pick. Anybody else I'm mad at, but the Titans, I'm respecting that pick. I respect.
Yeah,
that.
somebody said the Browns. I saw that in there too.
Yeah, it is being funny. Now,
No, that was TYP. Matter of fact, TYP said the Browns gonna win the division.
oh, okay. Because he said that on the first weekend special.
No.
So he's trying to take with his pick. But all right, let me get to it, Dave.
All right.
Let's get it. Appreciate you coming on.
No problem.
All right. So look, y'all. For those who don't know, every Monday through Thursday, there's an NBA and NFL episode. Also, if you wondering what you mean episode, we have our own YouTube. We're on a sports show on YouTube called Refuse to Lose. The link is in my bio. So just click on the link, watch a video or two. If you like what you hear and see, go ahead and like that actual video. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. I would appreciate that. And definitely share with somebody that would like the video. Also, every Thursday at 6 p.m., we do a live debate on NFL and NBA topics. All right. So what I'm gonna start doing going forward on Tuesday, I'm going to put a poll up, NBA or NFL, and then listen, I'm only gonna you can vote, but if you don't get on the live and you vote, I'm not gonna count your vote. All right. I'm only gonna count people's votes to actually get on the live and watch. All right. So, because sometimes having polls and people be voting about I'm like, you want me to get on? So I'm only gonna count people who actually get on. So, also, every weekend we do a weekend special episode. And this weekend, which is again recorded tonight, I got Dino and Ronald coming on. That's gonna be epic. So make sure you look for that tomorrow. All right. And last but not least, if you come on this live in debate, make sure you keep it clean, no profanity, no racist comments. If you can't be yourself without being racist or without being clean, don't hop on. If you can muster up the strength to not be a racist and to keep your language clean, come on this debate. And the topic is, who are the top 3 teams in the NFL? All right, let's get it. We got somebody trying to get in.
Yo,
Javon, what's up?
what's up, man?
How you doing?
Sorry, I'm not in the best lighting right now. So
I got you good.
I'm out. I'm out with my Wi-Fi, so let's get it.
Okay. All right, let's go.
First of all, I see that comment about the Browns. They're not winning nothing. My top 3. See, football. The top teams change all the time.
Any given Sunday, right?
Any given Sunday. So what I look for who's playing the best at the moment. You can't look at what you think gonna happen in the future or nothing like that. You gotta look at what's happening right here, right now.
I'm with you.
And the Rams not top 3. I'm sorry. They have a top 3 roster, of course, but
they had that before OBJ and Von Miller got there.
That's true. But the thing is, they're coming off a bad loss, scoring only 16 points, which I didn't really get to watch the whole game, so I don't really know too much how they even scored their 16. They probably scored in garbage time. But for me, my top 3, best team in the NFL, Cardinals, of course. To get a W without the quarterback and the wide receiver and their defense played lights out is just ridiculous. Mm-hmm. They're number 1 for sure. For number 2, I gotta go with the Bucks. I definitely gotta go with the Bucks. The defense isn't playing great as far as the pass is terrible, but they have JPP back. Since he's been back, he's been playing pretty well. Mm-hmm. So, what's the best cure for a terrible secondary?
Good for pass rush.
Exactly, and I feel like they can pick that up. Last year, what did they do?
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
they got hot and they stay hot. So number 3, it's hard for me not to say this team. 5-game winning streak. They're beating some of the top teams in the conference, in the league actually. The Titans.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the Titans.
I got to. A lot of people, they look at numbers like, oh, they're not top 3 not in the stats. That don't these guys are on a 5-game winning streak. They're beating the top teams and they're winning games without their running back, Derrick Henry, who might come back this season. They're saying. For one, that cornerback, that safety they got, Byard, he's a dog. Mm-hmm. Last 5 games, he's at least has an interception or a fumble recovery or something like that. Some turnover that he has that is something and you need that. And that's what the top teams have. They have playmakers, and they have that in him. Even the linebacker Landry, he's 3rd in sacks, I believe, or 4th in sacks, something like that. Top 5 for sure. They have an elite, their defense is playing lights out right now. I'm sorry. They held the Chiefs to 3 points?
Yeah, the last few weeks they have been playing great.
I feel like, they're getting hot right now. They're like the hottest team really in football, other than you could probably say the Cardinals because they only lost 1 game all year.
Well, it would have been the Packers if Joeneverlose wasn't starting. If they would have went out with the Chiefs.
Now, if A-Rod was still here, they definitely would have been in my top 3 because, come on, man.
He gonna play still. That's why I got a Packers in my top 3. That's why I did.
I don't have them just because you see how much they rely on A-Rod. You know?
Well, go ahead.
Because, how many points they score without him?
Well, it's not really. I scored 10 points. I get you on that. But yeah, I get you on that part. But whenever you make a quarterback change in a game, I can't say they rely on A-Rod a lot because Aaron Rodgers is not having a great season. He's not having one of the best seasons. But they're literally winning their games different ways. You feel me? So it's not like Aaron Rodgers goes out and throws 4 times like last year. Last year is not happening at all. You look at Aaron Rodgers' numbers, he's in the bottom of a lot of stats, like yards, all that stuff. But their defense not getting enough credit. Their defense is good. Their defense has been playing great this year. Look what they did to the Cardinals. You know what I mean? True. Their defense is playing really good. and their running attack is better this year. It's better
Right.
this year, you know. So they have more of a balanced team, and on top of that, believe it or not, their defense has been more consistent than the offense, for real, in my opinion. You know, so that's why I got the Packers there, because I know people are taking the Packers out because of the COVID Aaron situation, but he already got penalized, which is the fine, which I don't agree with. But the team knew he had COVID. I mean, he knew he was vaccinated, so it's not gonna mess with the locker room, you
Right.
know. So
What team you talking about?
I'm not
Packers.
mad about the Titans. Though. I've been telling you the third person for the Titans there, and I ain't mad at that because
No.
they the best team in the AFC by record wise.
Like he
So
just turned that wild.
I ain't mad at that.
Yeah, that's true. That's definitely true. See the Packers, like I wouldn't say rely on Aaron Rodgers like he does it all for them, but he's the mastermind behind it all. You know, he
Of
calls the
course,
right
yeah.
plays at the right times. When they didn't have A-Rod, like you see how they look. They couldn't really do nothing on offense for real, running or throwing really, like you know. So I can't put them in my top three. I mean, once A-Rod come back and then I see how they looking, you know, then I can throw them back in there. But right now, the Titans playing too good right now and not have them in the top three. They're the hottest team in football right now without their star player. And don't
Yeah, I ain't
forget,
mad at
man,
Titans.
AJ Brown is a man amongst boys for real. Like
Grown
he's
man.
giving any cornerback problems. Last game he didn't terrorize the Rams as much. He had like 11 targets, 5 catches or 4 catches, something like that. I got him on my fantasy. That's how I know.
Yeah, he had 5 catches. He had like 40 something yards on that.
Yeah. So, but if you watch the game, he dropped a couple passes that he was just wide open on. Like you would
That was
think,
last year too. Go ahead.
yeah. I mean, you know, but who they got this year as well? He not beasting out, but I see him out there making
Julio.
some plays. Julio, you know.
Yeah, if he
So
throw him a ball, yeah.
even if Julio being out there, you gotta pay him some attention. You know what I mean? So I like the Titans right now. They balling out of control. Their defense balling out of control. So that's my top three: Titans, Bucks, Cardinals. With
All
the
right,
Packers
cool.
probably number 4.
Yeah, I got like I'll put the Titans at number 4. That's what I do. But I ain't mad at the Titans for number 3. Like everybody said the Titans, I told them, I said I ain't mad at that. Any
Right.
other team, I got an issue with it. So, yeah.
Yeah, the Rams ain't
All
in
right.
there right now. They top
Yeah,
5
I
still
ain't got the
though.
Rams in there. Yeah, like people look at their roster and they're like, oh, listen, look at if you want to look at rosters, they got the best defense in the league. They
They
got the
do.
best cornerback and the best player on defense, and they're not looking dominant. Now they lead the league in sacks, but other than that, they're not looking. People scoring now. Look what the Titans they on now without their best player. So yeah, but all right, cool. All right, appreciate you for coming on. And it's
Hold
almost
on.
7 o'clock.
Before I go, I got one more thing to say. This all them Ravens fans that
So,
were talking trash week 3 because we was 1-2. We right behind y'all now. 5-3. Y'all what? 6-2. Y'all better not slip up and lose this week or tonight to the Dolphins, which I think they're gonna beat y'all. Any Ravens fans? Remember I said that.
Hey, and if anybody's a Falcons fan, I see you as a 1 o'clock on Sunday.
I'm going to. All right.
all right. We were doing good. We were doing good the whole live. We were doing good this whole time. Dang. Almost perfect. All right, cool. I think everybody knows what I'm talking about. So look, appreciate y'all for coming on. Last thing, I'm gonna say it one more time. Every Monday through Thursday, there's an episode of NBA and NFL comes out. All right, and it's uploaded on YouTube. Click on the link in my bio. If you like one of the episodes, like it, share it, and subscribe. We really appreciate that. Every Thursday night at 6 p.m., we do a live debate on Instagram. So tell people about it, put in your calendar, your schedule, make sure you attend it. I will appreciate that also. And last but not least, there's a weekend special that's out every weekend. This weekend, we got 2 of my best friends. We got Ronnie. I'm about to say Rondo and Ronald at the same time. We got Ronald and Dino coming on. That's going to be epic. It's going to be an NBA topic. So make sure y'all look for that video tomorrow, sometime, probably tomorrow night. All right. So appreciate y'all for coming on. I really do. And now